Hey everyone, Chef Richard Fisher here in the kitchen at Performance Twin Cities, and we're super excited today to be looking at this luxury line of Levoni products, this grade A salumi program, and we've brought in Nicolo Francesconi, who is our resident expert, came here, flew in from New Jersey, and he's going to talk us through all these beautiful products.
Hello everyone, I'm super excited to be here to introduce you our premium quality Italian charcuterie line, but most especially all the culture and passion that stands behind it, and the tradition that for over 100 years have been bringing Levoni around the world. So Levoni actually started over 100 years ago from a man emigrated to Milan, deciding to open his own charcuterie shop, and just after a few years being able to go to London and win the International World Fair with his salame. It was a smoked salame at the time. Of course, now our line has expanded very much. We started working in America. Actually, the first export shipment was in the early 30s of the 19th century, but we actually incorporated only in 2014, even though before PFG has always been a great supporter of our line and basically being the importer for us for decades, because our relationship goes back to the late 70s, where the first prosciuttos were being imported in the United States. What makes this special is the quality of the meat. Quality of the meat comes from being able to control your supply, control your quality, and that is why Levoni is one of the only company that was able to vertically integrate the supply chain. So Levoni family is able to handle and manage, partnering up with over 300 small independent farms all over northern Italy. And in Italy, we are the first player in the salumeria market. And for who doesn't know, the salumeria is where you sell salumi. Salumi is the Italian word for charcuterie, which comes from the word sale, which is salt, the main ingredient for the production of the early type of charcuterie products in Italy, such as the prosciutto or the coppa. Let's go in order here. We talked about the schiacciata piccante, about the flavor. The flavor is going to be dominated by a little bit of paprika. And by the way, the flavor of the meat will always be the first one for us. No spice, no flavor that we add to the meat will cover the meat taste. And that's because we're very proud of our meats. We have some of the best meats produced in Italy, and we want to show them off. We want that to be your first taste. So even in this one, which is smoked with alpine wood, certified alpine wood, there's paprika, there's fennel seeds, and some chili pepper. But they will not overwhelm your palate. They will actually accentuate the taste of the meat and make you have a much better experience. As I would say, it's mildly spicy, so it's not gonna cover, and the spice will last very, very little in your mouth. Passing to this, again, the porchetta, amazing product. Really, really love this one. It can be sliced, it can be roasted, cooked. I use it for many, many different recipes. This, as you can see, it's made out of two loins, pork loins. So it's a lean muscle in the inside, wrapped in a belly. And the only extra ingredient that we add is rosemary. You will see, in fact, rosemary in the center, between the muscles, in between the belly, and around it, over the skin. That's how we roast it. So there's going to be this mild taste of rosemary, and you even smell it when you cut it, when you open, especially when you roast it. And let's pass to probably my favorite, just because it's grown up with this, the coppa. The coppa is the collar muscle of our porks. Porks, again, that have been bred for decades, generation of pork. So these are now our races of pork that are basically Italian. You don't find these things because they've been crossbred, and now we have this perfect pig that has been basically bred just to create charcuterie. So that's very important. We use porks that are been bred just to make charcuterie. So you probably don't want to go grill those ribs. But for this, it's magnificent. So again, this is coppa. Coppa is a full muscle, so you could compare this curing process to a prosciutto, because the only added spice is salt to make it cure. It's basically the muscle that has been rolled, cased, and then cured. Very, very beautiful, very, very full of taste. You can compare this to the Capoccollo. Capoccollo products from the south of Italy, contrary from this, which is actually very popular in north of Italy. Capoccollo, of course, it's smoked, it's got paprika and a little bit of chili pepper, but the muscle is the same. This one, as Coppa, will be sweet though. The same sweetness you will find there in the Salame Milano. Very, very sweet. In America, the local producer call it a Genova. But traditionally in Italy, of course, we have the Salame Milano. Again, very fine grain. It's very, very sweet with no peppercorn, just salt to make it pure. Again, let's remember the term salume comes from salt, which is the main ingredient for all the pure products that you see this.
Hey guys, here we are back in the kitchen with Nicolo, and as you can see, we had a little fun and put together some plates here, some charcuterie plates. I was a little intimidated, to be honest with you, next to the salumi master here. We put together these beautiful dishes. We really hope you'll take time to try these products out.
Today was extremely fun. Building these boards is extremely fun. Actually stimulates your imagination a lot, creating all these products, mixing them up, finding the right taste that fits yourself at the end or your clients.
And we really thank you for coming out, Nicolo, and working with us. And Performance Food Service and Levoni's partnership is critical to our well-being, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah,
so
thank you, Richard. We really cherish our relationship with PFG, with everybody involved, and I'd like to say hello to all the opcos of PFG out there for supporting us and really being a great client of ours. So thank you. Especially give you a little bit more information on all the power, the tradition, and I messed that up. Huh?
It's all right.
Got my
To
touch.
start out with, hey everyone.
Okay, that's gonna be a cut.
Okay.
You know,
The wrap up part, right?
yeah.
So Rocky, that's where you got it.
Right.